Hello, beautiful people. Happy Thursday, February 5th. My name is Casey Halpern, and I'm thrilled to be joined, as always, by my colleague, my co-host, my friend, Ryan Borman. Ryan, how the hell are we doing?
Casey, we're doing good. I'm excited for our last stream of the year. Football season is finally over. It's been a fun, long, good season. We got the Super Bowl now coming up, and I think we've made a decent amount of money on these streams from the promos and showing people how to take advantage of some risk-free stuff all throughout football season. So hopefully we can do that one last time and then move into everything that's next. The rest of the 2026.
That we did. It's been a fun season. It hasn't been kind in the actual betting department outside of the promos. But look, that's kind of value betting, and there's variance, there's ebbs and flows, and let's hope to cap it off with a few winners on Sunday. Obviously, before we get into the matchup, I do want to note that there are a ton of reload opportunities available right now at this very second, from across FanDuel, across DraftKings, across Fanatics, across Caesars, BetMGM, you name it. If we could literally do a whole show on it, but for the sake of time, we're not. I highly encourage everyone, go check out each offer. I know right now on actually Fanatics, most people have a maximum wager of $100 on 100% money line boost. You could guaranteed walk away with $50 right now before the game even starts. So I would go take advantage of that immediately. Ryan, we've highlighted this particular reload every single week on the stream, and I think we'd be doing a disservice if we didn't discuss it at length. We got to talk touchdown jackpot on FanDuel.
We absolutely do.
And I think we work our way backwards from there. How's that sound?
That works with me. I have not put a wager in for this touchdown jackpot yet. I was saving it for today, so I'm excited to get into it. You've got an opinion here.
Yeah, kind of, but I also just didn't want to redeposit again, and I had $5 in my account on FanDuel, so I kind of just did it, and I should have just saved it. Hold on. How do I make us bigger? I never know how to do that sometimes.
No, I don't know if you can.
Hold on, I'm looking. Oh, no. Oh, God damn it. Okay. I'm going to try and max it. I'll zoom in, I guess. Let me see if I can do that. Nope, that is not it.
You're pretty good on my end for the most part. I think you should be all right.
I'm talking about, I want everyone at home. They don't need to see us for this, right? All right, I made it bigger. So obviously we've talked ad nauseum about this particular reload every single Thursday night game. Now they've upped the ante to $6 million of the jackpot, right? You will get bonus bets if you correctly predict who will score either the first or last touchdown. You could even double dip here potentially. You could win twice because if the person who scores first or last, you're coming away with some decent money. So it's going to be split $3 million each. But what you have to do is place a $5 anytime touchdown bet and just select your token. I have some thoughts. Do you want to go first, or you kind of want me to start us off?
If you've already got someone, I'd like to hear you talk it through. And just to note for everyone out there, this promo was $2 million in bonus bets, which was split 1 million and 1 million. So it's tripled what's up?
I thought it was 3 million. So they tripled the ante.
Wow. They tripled it. Yeah. Yeah. I just back checked and it says that it usually was 2 million. Maybe they did 3 million a couple times, but I think it was mostly just 2 million. So yeah, they tripled it for the Super Bowl here.
Okay, that is helpful for everyone at home to know. All right, so there's some money on the line here. All right, well, I guess let me backtrack a bit. I personally think that it might be a closer, lower scoring game. I hope. I am on the under for full disclosure, which we'll get to, but I kind of went off the beaten path a bit. I probably did something that's not as strategic as possible, right? I also jumped the gun and did this a lot earlier in the week. But I was basically just thinking, okay, this is a $5 bet, right? How can I, one, maximize my potential reward just winning the bet regardless? And two, how can I potentially maximize the potential of bonus bets, right? Like, who will not be played? Who's going to be someone that has less money on? And you kind of have to work your way down the depth chart to find one of those guys, right? And you got to find the guy that could actually make an impact on the game. So where I settled was on New England Patriots rookie wide receiver Kyle Williams, who is 14-1 to score. Now, let me tell you a little something about Kyle Williams. He can absolutely burn you up for a home run. And the Seahawks defense, while they are incredible, that is where they've been prone to actually getting kind of exploited a bit, right? Through the deep ball. So I'm just really taking a shot here with Kyle Williams scoring either first or last. And hear me out. Let's say the Seahawks do just kick the shit out of the Patriots, which is very possible, right? The Seahawks can come into this game and just whoop their ass. I think there's going to be a garbage time opportunity for Kyle Williams then, like to score the last touchdown. But I also think he's going to play a pretty decent role in this game because of how susceptible this Seattle secondary can be to the deep ball. So that's kind of just where I went. He's 14-1 to score anytime. So I just took it, and I figured not everyone is going to be on here. I was deciding between him and the world's fan favorite, Jake Bobo, who scored, obviously, in the NFC title game. I think too many people are now on his trail. But that's where I was thinking in terms of both sides of the matchup.
No, that makes sense. I'm actually not gonna go as far down the board for you. I know Kyle Williams has been pretty much just a deep threat for Drake May along, the entire year for the most part. I mean, you could get I think you have a good chance of him, them airing it out late in the game here too. So, a good chance of him being that last touchdown scorer. But for my sake, I'm actually going to go like very, very like middle of the pack here, and I'm just going to go. I'm actually just going to go Stephon Diggs, and I'm taking him just in the middle here. I'm thinking I'm taking a Patriots player because, for one, I think more people are going to take Seahawks players if that's how my head is going, because I think they're Seahawks are expected to score more touchdowns. But I also think we could get a Patriots player like you kind of talked about. If the Seahawks are kicking the shit out of them, we can get a Patriots player late game. Maybe they score an early drive touchdown, have it kind of scripted out, or the first touchdown, kind of have it scripted out and get past that Seattle defense. But I'm going with Stephon Diggs for my one. So we both got Patriots wide receivers. Your reasoning a little different than my reasoning, but that's the route that I'm taking on this one.
Yeah, look, it boils down to the fact is, which your reasoning makes a ton of sense. It has to do with everyone's risk appetite too, right? Like if you want to just like shoot for the stars, do what I'm doing. If you want to be actual practical and probably a little bit more smart, do what Ryan's doing. It really is just it's all about kind of your strategy here. But look, there's not really a wrong answer. This is just toss a coin in there and you'll figure out who's going to score first or last. This is just a fun promo and an opportunity to risk very little, $5, to potentially have a nice real upside here. Like, I don't know if people understand how much money you could truly make off of these bonus bets. So I just want to bring up the Profit Duel Dutch match, or just give them a glimpse. In one, I forget which hockey game it was, or which there was like whatever it was. Like, you can potentially make a ton of money here. There was one Thursday night football game this year where I think the winner got like $1,000 in bonus bets. Correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe even more. I'm trying to how do I switch screens here? I always forget. Give me a second.
No, you're right. I'm actually looking. I'm trying to gather a list here of the people who did win.
Like, if you just go onto the Profit Duel Dutch matcher and like, let's say you had $1,000 in bonus bets right now. Like, you could easily walk away with at least $692 in guaranteed cash. and you could withdraw that right after that. Like, you can't withdraw the bonus bets. You have to play through them. So that once you have the bonus bets, you come on over to Profit Duel, and we show you instantly how to turn that into cold hard cash that you can withdraw once that game ends. And you're not going to risk a single cent, which is amazing. So, like, again, these minimum $5 bets can be potentially turned into $690, right? Like, it could get pretty lucrative if you do it this way.
Yeah, Casey, you can also show, like, if you just click out of this just do NFL and do touchdown score, you can show, like, you can make this completely risk-free if you want to. I'm looking at the board right now, and if you take it off, you're probably going to take it off New York.
Good call.
And just if you're probably have to have access to ProfitX or Novig or Sport Trade or Calcio. You're one of the two, but you can just down the board. There's like some ratings right here where you can risk like 20 cents on this promo instead of even just $5. So if your risk appetite is, even lower than that, you're going to be able to lock in this promo and just get a chance at bonus bets. And like you can see right here, JSM ratings 95%. So I mean, you're going to lose like 20 cents on this one if you put a $5 bet in, and you can really make this promo 45 or 10. You can really make this promo incredibly risk-free. And maximize your upside. I'm just looking at some of the past winners here. We've got John Mechie 1 week, $874 in bonus bets. Ollie Gordon, $653 in bonus bets. Trey Harris, $384. So there's just the prize pot's tripled in this scenario. So those are just some guys that, just to list it out, that you can end up converting back for bonus bets here.
It's crazy. Like, let's say, so what was that Mechie one? $800.
Mechie was $874. Yeah.
Like, if you wanted to, let me show like a main line or something, just for everyone's sake of ease. Or I'll do a secondary. It's like DraftKings. Hold on. Just for easy. So let's say you won that John Mechie bet, right? $800. Now that was for a prize pool of $2 million. So we're going to triple that. So you get $2,400. Like, you could turn that into over $1,000. And this is with a poorly rated bonus bet, right? You could find probably 70% here and make 70% of $2,400 in that instance, which could be very lucrative. I mean, I would like to make over $1,800 by doing very little work.
No, I know.
Again, this is a very easy promo to play. It costs close to nothing, $5. Again, you could even take all the risk out of it if you want to match bet it. You could do it on ProfitX, Novig, Kalshi, Polymarket, whatever other prediction market pops up between now and the Super Bowl. So there's a way to completely de-risk it, and you can maximize your upside significantly. There are 100 ways to skin a cat, so I highly recommend you all play this promo on top of everything else out there. Do some digging. We've been posting promos in our Discord, our Facebook group all week long. We have them up on site, so check us out, and we'll help you make guaranteed cash before the game even kicks off. You don't even have to worry about who wins. Speaking of who wins, let's dive into some spread, total, money line, props. Let's start talking the actual game here. So right now, it is the Seattle Seahawks favored by 4.5 points.
It's been sitting steady for since last time we talked, I believe. It opened 3.5, bumped around a little bit. I think we were chatting last time how it was about some 5.5 numbers, some 4.5 numbers, but it seems to be sitting pretty steady at 4.5 right now.
It's pretty locked in there. We'll see if it moves between now and Sunday. The total is 45 at the moment at most places. There's still some 45.5, even some 46s out there, but most shops you're getting 45. That total has moved 1.5 points, actually. Full disclosure, I am on the under 46.5. I took it as soon as the line came out. I think both defenses are very good, and I think both offenses are going to want to try and kind of keep them on the field, right? Run the clock, control the line of scrimmage. Both they're very similar in kind of how they want to play a bit, right? Mike Vrabel will definitely want to wear that defense out and run Ramondre. Hopefully even Trevion will get some shine. But I'm on the under. I am not on a side at the moment. Are you?
I took the Seahawks last time we talked at 4.5. I thought it was going to move a little bit further. It hasn't, and now I'm just kind of sitting with it. I do think the Seahawks are absolutely the better football team in this game, but I mean, also like the better football team doesn't always win.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit nervous. I just the Patriots are the Patriots. Like they have found ways for so many years, but I am on the Seahawks, and I'm sticking to it. I'm probably not going to bet anymore. I'm just going to leave my one bet that I had last week on the side here, just because I don't feel that strongly, but just to have a little bit of skin in the game. I'm on the Seahawks.
Yeah. I I don't really love a side. If I were to bet,
Yeah, tough.
if I were to bet a side, I think I would take the Pats, just because I have a lot of faith in Mike Vrabel and him getting the most out of his teams, especially as a dog, right? Like, by all means, the Seahawks should kick the crap out of the Patriots. Out of the 44 starters, right, between the two teams, I would probably take 30 Seahawks off the top of my head, right? I think I could probably name every Patriot starter I would want before the Seahawks on probably two hands, like if I'm being honest, right?
Yeah.
They just have a much better roster, but I do think there is credence in the way Mike Vrabel kind of the type of coach he is and his ability to maximize his players' abilities and get the most out of them. That said, I'm not betting aside here. I would take the Pats, but I would not be surprised if the Patriots won this game. Also, like, I know Sam Darnold looked exceptional in the NFC title game. The lights are going to be
I don't
bright,
know.
Sam. The lights will be
I
bright.
know.
I hope he comes through.
Yeah.
And
I hope they're not too bright. I hope they're not too bright. I'm optimistic, but I definitely see your worry.
yeah, we'll see what happens. And I hope it's a good game. I really hope it's a good game. Like I don't really care who wins. I would like to see the Seahawks win if I had a preference, but like at the end of the day, I'm not like a salty Jets fan who like freaks out if the Patriots win. I'm a pretty unbiased football fan, and it is what it is. I would like to see Sam and the Seahawks win if I had to choose, but I'm not going to be upset one way or the other. How about you?
Yeah, no, me either. Me either. I'm rooting for the Seahawks and Sam. I just don't really. I'm not like super salty. I just don't really feel like seeing the Patriots win another one again. So that's just. It's not like that. I'm going to be like mad, but I would just prefer that not to be the outcome, or if that makes sense.
Yep. We'll see. We'll see. Being that I'm in New York, I'm going to need your assistance here because this is the worst state for sports gambling. You got to bring up basically every fun prop you got and share it because obviously we can't take anything here in New York. I can't even bet on the Super Bowl MVP, which is absolutely insane.
That's crazy.
No, it really is. And I have some leans. So I haven't looked at any numbers, but I'm curious to see what we could see.
No, here, I'll pull it up for you and we can get it going. We can start. We can start right wherever you want. We got DraftKings. I got DraftKings. We got FanDuel pulled up. I brought up Kalshi as well if you want to dive into that at all. But we can go all the way down it. We can start right with the Super Bowl MVP if we want to start talking about it.
Hold on, I got to zoom in here because I can't see.
Oh, here, sorry. I'm
No,
let me see how
a little more, please.
I hate how it gives me the whole big thing for my picks over here and I'm not putting anything in.
All right, no, you're good.
There we go.
Nothing and worry. That is a ridiculous line at 75 to 1, especially after getting hurt. Wow, Tank Lawrence is only 90 to 1. I was going to mention him as potential, but that's awful.
It might be better on FanDuel. I can let you know.
What is Milton Williams? Because if the Patriots are going to pull the upset, Milton Williams will be a massive reason why. Like, he is an absolute force up front, right? Like, he won the Super Bowl with the Eagles last year, but he is the straw that stirs the drink on the Patriots defense. And if the Pats were to pull the upset, similar to kind of Von Miller in Super Bowl 50, which was also at Levi Stadium, I think Milton Williams is going to play a really pivotal role in that upset. So if you're talking like game scripts and just like how you think the game's going to unfold, I don't think Milton Williams is a bad bet at 200 to 1. I don't know if that's the best price. I would have to probably look around, but that
I'm just looking at I was just looking down on my phone. I was going to switch over to FanDuel to see it's 200. It's plus 22,500. So what is that? 225 to 1 on FanDuel. So slightly better over there if you want to go that route.
Not bad. Keep going down the line.
Let's go all the way down here. We're going way down. You've got some
play some Kyle Williams.
All right, now
you've gone too
now we're too far deep.
You know what?
Which
Reek Woolen, maybe who would have been the scapegoat in the NFC Championship. Maybe he's got a bounce back Super Bowl performance. I don't know. I don't love the odds suck on some of these, which is just crazy to me.
Yeah, the only one that I would like, I personally, I listened to a lot of people in the space, and I have heard a decent bit of like, if we're going on any sort of angle, people who have made the fair for JSN a little under plus 500 and have taken a shot there. So I will say that this is not a pick that I came up with on my own, but I do have some stock in JSN Super Bowl MVP plus 550. So that's one of the ones that I like. Obviously, he's one of the favorites, but if the Seahawks win, it's probably going to be on the back of Sam and JSN gets like at least 50% of the receiving yards every damn week. So if that continues, he does have a real shot at winning it, I think.
100%. I like those odds. I would probably join you if I was in New Jersey. I don't know if I'll be able to cross the river between now and then. Not horrible. I was expecting
the only other one, FanDuel, I think it has Rashid Shaheed at 45 to 1. That's maybe like a one I would take a stab at. If we think it's going to be a defensive battle, like the kick returns could make a huge impact in the game, and if he returns another one, hell, maybe that does the job.
I actually had Rashid Shaheed anytime touchdown plus 420 loaded up in my bet slip on 2 days ago, and as soon as I put money into it, it moved to plus 350, and I couldn't take it at that number.
Yeah, you can see it right here, all the way down to plus 350. This is the anytime touchdown score market.
It was actually obscene. Like, as soon as I went to place the bet, they moved it. Not because of me, obviously. They realized it was a bit.
So if we were looking at the board, we're taking a shot. Maybe I'll join you on a flyer on Milton Williams. We're looking at JSN or Milton Williams as our two our two guys.
Yeah, I mean, look, $20 on Milton Williams for 4K. The Patriots pull the upset, I think he's going to be a big piece of that upset. Definitely would have to force a fumble, which I think he can. Maybe a sack or two, and we'll see what happens. I'm not telling everyone out there to put $100 on him. I just always like to play a defensive player, and I think he's the best defensive player in the Pats. And I think at 200 to 1, not a bad price for the best defensive player in the Patriots. And in order for the Patriots to complete the upset, the defense is going to have to make plays. So no one better else than the best defensive player.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's really my logic. I'm not like reinventing the wheel here. I might sound dumb to some of the viewers at home, but that's just my thought process.
No, I mean that makes sense. I think I'll probably just I'll join you on the flyer on that. So.
Absolutely absurd that Jake Bobo is only 200 to 1. The guy had like 2 catches all regular season.
He got a touchdown last week, though. So now the people they're getting people to bet.
They're on a still. What else? Let's see some novelty props.
So we can go general novelty on here. We've got coin toss. One thing to say: if you're betting the coin toss, please find a shot that you get at 50-50. This is like the most easily a plus 100 bet. This is like the so clearly negative EV bet that you could possibly make. I know it's a fun one, but there are places that are going to be offering plus 100, and you can go to any of the exchanges, any of these other spots. Please don't bet minus 103. The juice is you're just giving money to the sports book at this point. So that would be it's one of the dumbest bets in my opinion to bet at minus 103 when it's so clear that it can only be 50-50.
If you are betting the coin toss at anything other than plus 100, please seek help. That is all I will say on the matter. You deserve to get true 50-50 odds on a coin flip, which is 50-50. And as Ryan said, you can find true odds at ProfitX, Novig, or I think Call Chain Polymarket. So please don't
They have the coin toss in here.
hold back. I don't know if they do.
I'd have to do some digging, but yes, but that just putting that out there. It is one I would stay away from at anything but plus 100 if you want to get some juice in there. You can find it, and I would go out of your way to find it. But we've got opening coin toss winner, color of first Gatorade poured. Do you have any insight into this one, or do you ever play this market? I know it's one that the people love.
I used to when I had some direct lines, but I haven't in years. This was like in 2015 when me and my friends, we had a pretty well-placed source whose family member worked for like the company that booked the halftime shows. This is like 2015, and we would bet the first song at halftime and the Gatorade color because obviously they see the Gatorade. But yeah, that usually was a yearly winner for us, but it was 50-50 if mybookie.ag would pay us out, obviously. This is way before legalized back. Yeah. I got no real lean.
No, I was just looking at
purple's my favorite color, for sure. 7-1.
Yeah, I was just looking at the difference between the two. Blue looks like it's plus 290 on FanDuel, FanDuel plus 250 on DK. Maybe I'd take a stab at like the half a percent there that that is different. But what do you want me to do?
Jersey number first touchdown score over. So
over 10.5 or under 10.5.
Okay, interesting. That's pretty bad. Will there be a flea flicker attempted? That's the one I usually like. Go one up. Yeah, total players who have a pass attempt over 2.5 plus 160. The odds probably suck here. I'd encourage everyone to shop around, but that catches my eye. You're gonna
talk of this a lot.
Yeah, you're gonna empty the bag of tricks in the Super Bowl. So it's happened in the last few years. Last year because of garbage time, so Kenny Pickett came in, but maybe there's garbage time in this one. Maybe we see some Drew Lock reps. Maybe we see Josh Dobbs, the Pastronaut, makes his return to Earth.
Well, but quick one here is that this isn't like a horrible. If you just comp this to FanDuel, this isn't a horrible spot. Over 2.5 is plus 132 on FanDuel for looking at it. So
what's the under?
Minus 170, so it's not quite an ARB, but I mean, there could be some value on the. If you're taking it, you should definitely take it on the DK side here. I don't know if there anything actually brings any value if you got any information, but if you're taking that one, I would definitely go over 2.5 on the DK side of this bet.
Not bad. Let's see. Score on first offensive play. That being 20-1 is egregious. Like,
yeah. I think there's more stuff too, and let me see if I can go to.
It's so crazy the difference in the depth of the markets compared to here in New York. Like,
yeah, it's insane. I bet
you would think it's just another ho hum regular season game here.
That's insane. There's definitely these different specials. So we can do they have a next gen stats category for both too, for fastest ball carrier, fastest.
Stay right here. Hold on, I gotta look at this.
They've got this both on FanDuel.
I mean, that is absurd. Go down, please.
Ball carrier speed.
I mean, I assume the limits on these have to be very, very, very low now.
You probably could get an okay amount down. It is the Super Bowl. They're trying to get as much in as they can. I'm gonna keep going down. Mac.
I mean, that is absurd. Some of those.
So we got next gen ball carrier, longest receptions, longest air yards from a single reception, next gen most yards after a single reception. This I don't hate potentially Ramondre Stevenson in this category. To be have the longest, yards after catch. They dump it off them a good bit. They dump off a screen, but I mean any kind of longer ball.
What is Trevion? 20?
20 to 1.
Oh, all after a single reception. I did take Trevion Henderson over 2.5 receiving yards as well.
Fair. Let's see if we can jump over to FanDuel and see if they've got anything else unique here that we've got. I will say I did take one bet too on FanDuel. I don't know if it's good or not. This is just I did quick research and wanted to have a little bit more skin. I took the shortest touchdown to be scored over 1.5 yards. So essentially just betting that there won't be a 1 yard touchdown in this one. And that's what I'm rolling with.
So in the Super Bowl 48, when the Broncos played the Seahawks at MetLife, I took under one. I think it was like a yard. A yard. I think I took the under as the shortest touchdown. And if you recall, the first touchdown of the game was Marshawn Lynch, like literally scoring from inside the half-yard line, and they graded it basically. It was bullshit. Like this is also when I first started betting. I was like, how did I just lose? Like it was on the half-yard line. Just some history with me betting that market. This is before the push was a thing.
Yeah. That's why I was like, these two teams. I looked. I did a quick research. The Pats last time they had a 1 yard rush, a run yard touchdown was in Week 17. But then the Seahawks were all the way back in early November against the Rams, and they've had a couple 2 yard TDs all mixed in there. But I don't. Neither of these two teams are like push teams. The Seahawks seem to in general score like longer touchdowns. They don't really like ground and pound to get to the 1 yard line or go down. So who knows? I mean, I don't think that the running backs are like the running backs in for the Patriots are also like, short yardage backs that they're pushing to get 1 or 2 yards either. So I'm hoping that's a fun one for me. I got it at plus 110. So I think that if one of those touchdowns is going to be a longer touchdown here. There's so many to like look at right here.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about?
There's so many. No. I was just seeing the Knicks traded for Jose Alvarado.
Yeah.
If anyone.
Is there anything specific you want to look at? I mean, it's like overwhelming looking at the Super Bowl.
I can't bet any of it unless I go to Jersey. So I don't really. I mean, I was just finding interesting stuff that we could potentially get some value in.
Yeah, so this is what I went. Shortest touchdown scored. I went over 1.5 yards. I don't think DraftKings has this. The under's heavily favored, which I feel like it should be more of like a 50-50 bet, but maybe I'm just being naive here.
I mean, they're just juicing it because of the touch push.
Yeah. No, I know. This market is insane. Super Bowl MVP and first touchdown scorer. Like, dude, that's just.
If you're betting that, call the hotline, please. Please don't bet that.
That one's insane.
What is? Can I see the anytime touchdown MVP combinations? I want to see how bad that is.
It's just two guys.
Oh. My girlfriend, she had like $50 in bonus bets on DraftKings, so she put them on Drake May to score and Cooper Kupp to score, I believe. Trying to teach her the ways on how to best maximize your bonus bets. Obviously, she uses Profit Duel, but she wanted to have some skin in the game and try and maximize some upside for it. That's where she went. She didn't want to take any golf outrights, which I was very disappointed in, because she actually
you're not teaching it well.
She actually said, "You always lose. Why would I take those?" So I said, fair point. Not my fault that they come in second and can't fucking finish the job.
No six. It's only plus 1,500 for a 60-yard field goal, which is kind of insane. I
Yeah,
don't.
I mean that is. Jason Myers has the leg, but I don't know. I don't think Borregales does, but
I don't think he does either. I know Myers has the leg. I
well,
think there's going to be a lot more field goals in this game than usual.
last play of the game to be a QB kneel. What was that? Yes, minus.
164.
Oh, I thought that was had minus 124. I was like, what? I was like, I kind of like that.
No. Minus 164. Heavily juiced in that regard.
Points scored in the first 7 minutes of the game. Let me see that, please.
This is only plus each team to score on their first offensive play is only plus 3,000.
No, either team.
Oh, sorry. Still.
If that was plus 3,000, we should write to the gaming commissions. Like, this is literally theft. I mean, that's pretty bad. I actually like no a lot.
Yeah, I guess. What is a 10? What does it look down like pulled down?
Just based on the script that I think will happen, I think it's gonna be a very slow, kind of plotting, low scoring affair. Like I kind of like no for the
They're
first.
excited. They think it's going to happen in the between the 6 and 7 mark. You'd see it goes from plus 114 minus 142.
I'm sure, however, like if you wait every single game in NFL history, the statistical distributions probably say that's where it ends.
No.
But for this like game itself, I don't mind no. Like right, like a lot of hype going into the game, like a lot of adrenaline, like maybe just some dismal drives. Well, 3 and outs would not be good. We kind of you need a first down or
Yeah,
two.
you need one. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, not if you get like 3 in a row. You could make it happen.
I mean, if we're betting 3 straight 3 and outs, you might as well just micro bet that, which I would not advise, but that's what I would do then. Maybe that's just the play though. Maybe just do punt on the first drive of the game. I don't know if they've come out with the odds for that, have they?
Punt on the first drive to get that. I mean, it has to be here somewhere.
Let's see.
Punt. Let's see what we got when we. Oh, I want American football. We got total punts in the game. Overs is 7.5. Will Michael Dixon result first punt result in a touchback? Will they punt in the first half? First team punt 3 times. Drive 1 result punt for the Patriots minus 115. Drive 1 result punt for the Seahawks plus 120.
I don't hate that. I gotta say.
If you think the script's gonna go how it goes, I mean that's a that's a decent spot. It's a one-way line, of course, right now. I mean, I'm sure that we can look at it. You'd have to.
Wait, what did that just say?
It was a read more. It's full details of all any other.
I thought it was an offer pop up. Like,
no, I know. Yeah, maybe we take a stab on that too.
Any national anthem props? No, right?
I think that's on Kalshi. Let me see. Let's pop over. National. Let's see what comes up here. Nope. Anthem. Just do some searching. I'm surprised it's not on Kalshi here.
It's got to be somewhere.
We're just missing it, right? Like, there's no way.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I saw it somewhere on Twitter.
I mean, you can look at the brands that are going to advertise what songs we played at the halftime show.
I don't know what any of Bad Bunny songs are, but I like Bad Bunny. I don't know any of the names.
Neither do I.
That goes for any pretty much musician. I just don't. I know. Like when I hear it, I know what it is, who it is. I cannot tell you the names of the songs.
No, I know. This is just not the market that I want. Huh.
While you're
it's weird that Go ahead.
Why don't you search the Rookie of the Year odds while we're at it?
Oh, it's we're locked in, I think. Let me scroll down this and just see if anything pops up. All right, yeah. It's not Tet's got a 95% chance here with Dart at a 3% and or 4%, Shuck at a 3%. I don't think you have anything to worry about here.
If Shuck wins, I will be pretty depressed. Like, very depressed.
I mean, I'll be happy. So maybe I'll share a little bit of the wealth there. so you're not so sad.
I mean, for everyone that remembers, we took Tyler Shuck at 300 to 1 to win the Rookie of the Year. Prior to the Week 18 game, I didn't like the fact that Chris Olave was out for Shuck and the Saints offense, and I thought the Falcons would win. I did cash out because I got close to 75x my money, if I remember correctly, and I didn't think there was really a path for him to probably win the Rookie of the Year without like a standout performance. And you probably needed like Tet to not go over 1,000 yards, which happened the day previously. And while I never condone cashing out in an instance where you have such a long shot, like actual feasible play, and they're offering you some decent cash out option, I had to take it like a little bitch. But
so I ended up hedging out of mine. I have Tet, so it hopefully will work out in my favor.
I normally condone hedging, but I was in Florida at the time, and I could only hedge on Hard Rock, and I was limited to $55 on Tet McMillan to win Rookie of the Year.
No, yeah, there's nothing you can do there. But yeah, we had that bet. That was a fun one. Let's see if we have any other specials here. Let's see if there's anything we want to look at. Oh, for this crazy player making a champion. I'm just amazed. Like I've only looked at these markets a little bit. I'm just amazed at how much there actually like is. Does anyone bet on these like, Ghostbuster? Like what are these little name markets here?
JSN season, the Emerald City Route Runner. Did you see that video?
Yeah, dude, it's so funny.
That was awful. Remarkable.
Super Bowl record breaker. Let's see what the market looks like for that. There's a couple. Any player at 506 plus passing yards, 216 plus receiving yards, 205 plus rushing, 7 plus pass TDs. I don't think any of these are happening. Tonight,
some of these are
Sunday. Sorry,
some of these are absolutely egregious. Like,
no, I know,
insane.
But yeah, there's tons of markets. There's tons of promos up. They've put up DraftKings has done like a happy hour boost, I think, every day this week. Yeah. I think one was receiving yards, one was first touchdown, one was a head-to-head. Almost all those markets, you can pop on Profit Duel, and we've got them, and you can hedge and just make guaranteed money heading into the Super Bowl and just use that. Then essentially just use that money to lock it in before the game even kicks, and that's what we've mainly been doing here. The only other one I wanted to touch on potentially was the King of the End Zone that DraftKings is offering. They also doubled their prize pool instead of tripling their prize pool. They've got you bet on a player to score the longest touchdown of the game, and you get a bonus bet based on that. So I don't know if you want to do a quick dive there, but that's the last promo that I think I would want to talk about on the show today.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
So this one works. DraftKings, you place the same thing, file a little $5 wager, same as the FanDuel jackpot, except it is whoever scores the longest touchdown, you will get a bonus bet for. So that's basically the gist. I mean, I'm sure in this one, Rashid Shaheed's probably a popular guy because he scores, his kickoff returns do count, so he scores longer touchdowns. I do think your guy Kyle Williams is not a bad look for one of these where he could catch. He has a deep threat, he can catch a deep ball, and that be the longest touchdown in the game for sure.
I don't hate it. I mean, just basically double down. What is that?
They're not as good as they were. Sorry, I know you needed. Let me get it zoomed.
13 to 1. Good. I mean, yeah, like probably is the best way to do it for him.
No, I know. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at potentially putting my bet on him. So that I think that's the route that I'm going to go is a long shot like him to just catch a deep ball and go.
I don't hate it. Do I have this?
You should have it.
I'll look after.
It's pretty common. You should have it. I think it's in New York. And as always, you can hop on Profit Duel and do the same thing that we went through before and just click on DraftKings and in the Dutch matcher, and you can just do this risk free as well and just give yourself a chance to make a bunch of money on one of these touchdown scores. So just doing everything you can to lock in as much profit for the end of the Super Bowl on Sunday and the end of NFL season here.
Crazy. I can't believe it's a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I can't believe football season's over.
Yeah, it's always a bittersweet time. It's always different for us. Like what working in the industry, we're excited to like have a bit of a break, which I definitely am excited about. But obviously, you definitely miss having football every Sunday.
You're like nothing. I'm not going to have like, not that like, working in, sports and betting. So we got a lot of stuff going on going Sunday. Like Sundays, I'll be up wagering on Sunday, watching the games. Like now, I'm like every football season ends. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? Like I basically have a whole multiple days, like just back in my life. And I'm like, what the heck am I going to do with this?
I'm sure your girlfriend's very happy about that.
Yeah, no, I know. But even then still, like, it's like, it is nice, but March Madness will be coming quickly, and we'll be right back into it. So,
yeah, he'll be here before we know it. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but the videos of Nick Emenwari's injury, that ankle doesn't look so great. It's making me consider the Patriots plus 4.5 a bit more, because if he's injured, or at least let's call it hobbled, which he seemingly looked in the video, he is probably the single most valuable player on the Seahawks defense, in my opinion.
yeah, he's awesome.
If he's not 100%, that's just going to make the Patriots' lives a lot easier. And if that's a big, big injury, like outside of a quarterback injury, that's probably as big of an injury as that could happen in this game, honestly. Like, just because of his presence, like he plays all over the defense, right? In the boxes, in the secondary as a safety, linebacker, like you name it, like he's all over the field. So outside of the quarterbacks, that's as big of an injury as you could potentially have in this game.
No, it didn't. He was hobbling out of the car, getting to the hotel. Like he did not look like. I mean, granted, I think those ankle injuries, when you get them, and then you have a, what's it called? It's not so bad at first, and then later on that day what's up?
They swell up after.
Yeah, and then you go to walk on it like later in the day or the next day, and it's just incredibly painful, and you can barely walk. Hopefully, sometimes the swelling goes down over a couple of days, and you're kind of back to like 70, 80%. But he definitely will not be 100% come Sunday, just based on the way he looked there. Like I would be maybe he'll be pain free. They'll shoot something down there so he can he's not in too much pain, but he's probably not going to have he's definitely not going to be 100%.
Yep. I mean, brutal. Hopefully he is, but I'm just hoping for a good game. I'm hoping for under 46.5. And if not, I'm sure I'll take just one less CLV winner to the bank to only get blown out of the water, and this game ends up like 32-29. So, but hang the banner, baby. CLV. Come on. Do you know how much money is projected to be wagered on this game? Have you seen this?
No. Can you tell me?
The American Gaming Association expects about $1.76 billion in Super Bowl bets will be wagered this year, a 27% year-over-year increase. And Super Bowl Sunday is the largest single sports betting day of the year across the world. And think about it. That AGA report doesn't even factor in prediction markets or offshore. That is an astounding number. $1.76 billion in legal bets.
It's insane
in the U.S. That is insane.
It's an incredible amount of money that goes into Sunday. And like we said, like everyone who doesn't bet usually has a bet on the Super Bowl in some way, shape, or form. So
It's
it's everyone is in on the action on Super Bowl Sunday.
it really is true. It's crazy. I guess just because we probably do this every week and we bet a lot more than the average person. And maybe this is just because I don't actually have a true feel for a true side here that I want to back. But I feel like betting the Super Bowl for us is just like obviously an everyday occurrence. And I don't have a lot on this game, which is funny enough. And then like you talk to like the casual person, and I'll be with a lot of casual people on Sunday for the Super Bowl party, and they'll be like, yeah, I have XYZ and 15 other parlays with some jabroni to make the cut. I don't know. But it's so funny, the kind of the difference and that mentality. Like this is the Super Bowl for a lot of people. This is the betting Super Bowl for a lot of people. Whereas like this is just like, a little walkthrough for us.
Yeah, no, there's so many eyes and so many people betting on this market. Like there's just even just from like a spread or anything perspective, like there's so much money being moved on this game, and there's so many eyes. It's hard to get any sort of edge in the Super Bowl. So it's like I take advantage of like the boosts and the opportunities that are out there, and I'll probably bet on the coin toss or something with my friends at plus 100. Just it's always fun to bet on some of these stupid novelty props when you're going to a Super Bowl party and watching with people, but besides that, I mean, I'm not going to have like more than I would have on a regular football game, yeah, on this matchup. But it's totally the opposite for the casual fan. This is the game where they are they are putting more of their coin behind one of these teams, just for their own viewing sake on Sunday, and have some sort of bet on everything.
It's really crazy, but it's cool. It's fun, but just be safe, be smart. Don't risk more money than you can afford to lose. You doing any squares?
Yeah, my parents texted me my number yesterday.
I still haven't gotten my number.
What's up?
I still haven't gotten my numbers.
I got so I have New England 7, Seattle 5, and then New England 9 and Seattle 9 are my two bigger pools. Those are my two numbers. It's okay.
Not great.
But I saw
look, 9 could be a football number. 7's a football number. 5 it might be a bit tough.
Yeah, we need maybe we get a halftime. It's like a 9-9, and we get a defensive battle, and we kick three field goals each. Not great.
I don't think I've got
now that you're saying it, we're talking about it. Not a great.
Actually, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Because it's a Google sheet. It's still not there. The numbers are still not available. One of my buddies, he won him and his dad do $1,000 box, and they won 2 years ago. Like full game. Just easy $60K he won.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I split with my dad, and it's like a $200 box. So we get one each, and it's still a pretty big payout for them, but I can't imagine a nice $60,000 payout.
It must be nice, right?
Yeah.
Nice. I've got some interesting trends if you want to hear them on Super Bowl. Super Bowl favorites, 8-17 against the spread in the last 25 games. The underdog has covered in 28 Super Bowls and won outright in, I believe, 23 of those instances. 4 of the last 10 Super Bowls played outside since 2000 have gone over the total. So I'm on the under. So let's.
Good for you.
No. I mean, 60% have won under.
Oh, sorry. I just thought you just said over. My bad.
No, misheard you. Yeah, I should probably word it better. 6 of the 10 have went under. So let's make that 7 of 11. 7-11. The first quarter has been the highest scoring quarter in only one of the last 28 Super Bowls. Interesting. This is only the 7th time in Super Bowl history since the start of the century where both teams entered with an 80% plus win percentage. The favorite has gone 0-6 straight up and against the spread. So good for the Pats. Buying the trends without any sort of context.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Pats do scare me a little bit too if the what's his face is out for the Seahawks with that ankle injury. That's going to be a huge, huge blow for them.
Yeah,
they're going to have to make up for a lot on the defensive end.
Look, if you're betting the Pats, I know I already put out a video to kind of help explain this. If you're betting the Patriots to cover, just also sprinkle the money line in the Super Bowl, because more often than not, the team that covers also wins. Like, the underdog has pulled 23 upsets in 59 games. The team that covers and also wins is 57-2, I believe, if I said that correctly. Now that I'm not looking at it, but sprinkle the money line if you're going to bet the plus 4.5. Just do it. You don't have to do it a lot, but that's my personal advice. If I do take the Pats, that's what I'll be doing, and that's just a general good rule of thumb, especially in these obviously winner take all Super Bowl games. So, do you want to know what losers I'm on in the Phoenix Open?
Yeah, we could do that. I think I just was getting some notifications that we had a Scotty club throw potentially. He's struggling or something.
I don't know. Seems Matt Fitzpatrick is just running away with it at the moment, which is not great. Let's see. Scotty is even through 10. Okay. So yeah, it seems like he's struggling a bit. Good. We need him to pump the brakes a bit. I'm on my typical losers. I've got Hideki Matsuyama, Siwoo Kim. I've actually added a new loser to this week's card. I'm on Hao Tong Lee again, who's one of my favorite golfers because I met him. He's the man. Davis Thompson, taking him for a spin. The guy can't putt for shit, so that should be fun. But tremendous ball striker, flushes the golf ball. And there was one more. Why am I blanking? I gotta pull it up. No, it's.
I've only got 2 bets on this, 3 bets on this so far in the Waste Management Open. I took the top finish parlay. I've got Xander, Siwoo Kim, and Hideki to finish top 20. That's my parlay. Don't know how that's looking so far.
So none of them have teed off.
Okay, beautiful. So it's looking good.
Actually, sorry, they teed off 14 minutes ago. 12.
So it's looking good. We're not off to a bad start.
Oh, and I took Johnny Kiefer to win. So yeah. Everyone watching this is like, who the hell are all those guys outside of Matsuyama? But yeah, those are the idiots that I'm on this week. I spun the wheel of my losers, and we'll see if the wheel lands on any of them.
Yeah.
I have my friend texting me in the background telling me that another favorite of mine, Ryo Hisatsune, who's a 23-year-old stud from Japan who's been playing great golf to start the year. T2 last week at the Farmers, is off to another nice start this week. And of course, I do not have him. So that could potentially be burdensome to me, especially that I usually bet him every tournament. So if he does win, that's probably why, because I finally didn't take him. So congratulations to Rio on potentially winning the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Job well done. Yeah, I need to see a golf winner. It's been a tough start to the year. I'm not going to lie. Last week was tough for me. I had both Hideki Matsuyama and Hao Tong Lee top 5 and top 10, and they entered the day T6, right? And Sunday didn't go as planned for them, and they both finished the day T11. So I lost every single one of my golf bets last week. It went from what would have been like an okay week if they did just land in the top 10, wouldn't have lost any money. Great. Wash. But the fact that they fell outside of the top 10 proved to be a very, very, very costly week. So.
That's a rough. That seemingly happens to you just about every week. That was your story of 2025, them finishing just outside the mark where they need to finish.
Yeah,
We
not
were
great.
hoping to turn a new leaf in 2026 for you too, but seemingly we're not off to a good start there.
Let's see if we could catch one here at the Phoenix Open. Anything else before we go? It's already that was an hour. Flew.
Yeah, no, I know. No, nothing else. I mean, I've like I said, I don't. Super Bowl isn't a crazy betting day for me. I would just definitely, if you're looking to bet it, go down some of these novelty markets, have fun, bet it responsibly. Just at least check between DraftKings and FanDuel. Make sure you're getting, you know, a better price on either one of the two. We showed you one specifically there where it was over 2.5 players to throw a pass, and you had 30 cents difference between the two. It's just way more spend the extra couple minutes and just find a better price, at least between the two, if that's all you've got. And don't bet the coin toss at anything worse than plus 100, please. Other than that, have fun. Should be a good one. I don't have a little bit of skin in the game on the Seahawks, but I don't really care who wins in the long run here.
If you are betting the coin toss, which is a true 50-50 probability event at anything other than plus 100 odds, please seek help. I'm not kidding. Like, there are so many platforms where you can bet it at true 50-50 odds. Do not give in to the big sports books and lay minus 103, minus 104 on a coin flip. It is a 50-50 chance. You deserve to get the true 50-50 price. Like,
yeah, no, I'm in agreement. It's the clearest like negative EV bet you could make, in my opinion, because all the other stuff is like, at least you might not know from like a research standpoint like what the true odds might be, but you know what the true odds of a 50-50 coin flip are here. It's it's clear as day.
I mean, and if you don't, you might want to just
you shouldn't be betting.
Repeat elementary
school. You don't understand that 50-50 probability, standpoint, then I would just stay away from the betting as a whole here.
It's crazy. Anyways, speaking of just the Super Bowl, I know a lot of people look forward to the game, the halftime show. You know what I look forward to most? Stuffing my fat face and just pigging out, having a few cocktails, throwing a few back, just having a good time with the guys. Just end the football season off right. We've got a great menu this coming Sunday, so I'm very excited about that. We got some good Philly cheesesteaks on the way, some nice chicken cutlet parms from Mama's 2, which are supposed to be exceptional, a pie of pizza, a ton of wings, a nice charcuterie board. Gonna have some whiskey, maybe a little scotch. Who knows what the night brings, but that's what I'm excited for. I'm going to stuff my face accordingly because I have been making a conscious effort to diet recently. I'm trying to lose another 15 pounds. I'm down 10, but just trying to lose some weight here. But so Sunday will be my cheat day.
Yeah, big cheat day. It's a good time for it. Good time for it.
All right. Well, thank you everyone who's tuned in for what has it been? 23 football weeks, 23 straight weeks of football talk. Next week, we'll fill the time talking golf. We'll do it on Wednesday. We'll do the pre-tournament so we could discuss some outrights, some top 5, some top 10s. You could all pick from my wheel of losers, and you could hopefully fade any of my picks and Ryan's picks. And until then, we'll enjoy the game. I hope your bets are profitable. Be safe, be happy, be fat, and be merry. And have a great weekend.
Have a good one, everyone. Enjoy.